everyone, I am here with a true story. This one is by Don Aldridge. It is from our book, Jesus Talked to Me Today, True Stories of Childhood Encounters with Angels, Miracles, and God. Sherm's back there doing his diabetic stuff. Okay, this one. This one is a little bit longer, but not too long. They're all short stories.
Make it from life again, huh?
Short Sherm. It's getting really dark and gray here. The storm's coming. Until my hair's all frizzy, that's why. It does it every time. Okay, let's get started. It's a visit from the healer. As I answered the phone, fear pierced my heart. My baby girl was perched on my hip while her brother and a few daycare kids played in the next room. I held the phone to my ear and listened while my husband's angry words roared above the toddler's playfulness. He had lost his job. I leaned against the kitchen wall and searched for the right response, but no words formed. Questions swirled through my mind. Will we be okay? Will he find another job? How will we pay our bills? Will we have to sell the house? What about health insurance? You know the questions. When you have a scenario like this and something happens suddenly. We've been there many times, but we never had a place of our own. We've been homeless before from getting kicked out when Sherm's lost a job. He was fired wrongfully, but that's why he finally got unemployment for it, and we was able to then finally stop living in our van and move in and rent another place. Anyway, you know the questions you have when something like that happens. As I hung up the phone, I plastered a brave face over my tears for my kids' sakes. In the following weeks, our hope increased with every odd job and new daycare client. But so did our unpaid bills. We prayed harder and eliminated life's luxuries like date nights, cable TV, newspaper delivery, commercial, garbage pickup, and health insurance. You can turn the TV on, Sherm, or unmute it. It's fine. It ain't bothered me in here. We believed miracles happened all the time, but we couldn't see ours anywhere. In fact, the more we prayed and the more we sacrificed, the more distant God seemed, until our faith teetered on disbelief. That's me talking to you guys about that before. When bad people, some people, not everybody, some people, Christians, or even if they're not a Christian, but they, anyway, some people, when things are going good, they're okay with God. But when bad things happen to them, they turn from God because they blame God for it when they don't know they're being tested, and it's the devil doing those bad things. One night, I sat rocking our inconsolable baby girl while she communicated with a searing pain shot through her left ear, on top of stressing about the prolonged unemployment, a hefty mortgage, and unpaid bills. This was the last straw. This mama's heart just couldn't take any more. When it came to my own pain, I could tolerate almost anything, but I couldn't watch my writhing baby girl. Laying my screaming baby in her crib, I frantically prayed on my way to the medicine cabinet for Tylenol. Jesus, if you're really here, if you are really listening, please help us. We simply can't afford a doctor's visit. Please help. Armed with a dropper of cherry-flavored relief, I stopped outside the nursery door. Instead of screams and tears, I heard coos and gibbering and laughing and jumping. What was going on in here? Who was she talking to? Maybe someone had slipped into her room when my back was turned. I crept inside and looked around, but no one was there except my baby girl, smiling like a Cheshire cat in the Alice in Wonderland. "He fixed it, Mommy," she beamed, jumping up and down in her crib. "Who fixed it?" I asked. "My ear. He fixed my ear," she repeated in her toddler language, pointing to her bookcase lined with stuffed animals and dolls. "Who fixed your ear, honey?" "He did," pointing to her overstuffed collections. I started the interrogation. "Did Teddy fix your ear?" "No," she replied. "Did Bunny or Bert or Ernie fix your ear?" "No, no, no." She giggled a second, third, and fourth time. "He fixed my ear," she explained, indignantly pointing to her bookcase. Still treating the idea of a miracle coolly, I played along. "Does this man have big wings? Is he an angel? Did an angel fix your ear?" "No, Mommy, he fixed my ear." How would she know the difference between an angel and a man anyway? I scoffed to myself. Then one of her board books, Jesus and the Children, caught my eye. It was her favorite bedtime story, and we must have read it to her hundreds of times, including that night. Holding it up, I turned to the picture of Jesus playing leapfrog with the children and asked, "Did he fix your ear? Did Jesus touch your ear?" "Yes." "Jesus fixed your ear? He did?" "Yes." I choked back tears and whispered one more question. "Is Jesus still here?" "Yes," she replied calmly and pointed over my shoulder. Chills shivered down my neck, but not fearful chills. These chills signified something different, something miraculous, when heaven meets earth in one split second. Jesus was here. He was physically present in my house, listening, caring, and performing miracles all around me, but I couldn't see him. My daughter could see what I couldn't, perhaps because she didn't wear spiritual blinders like I did. My daughter snuggled beneath her covers and fell fast asleep. I left her room, pondering, thinking this might be some cruel joke. I expected her pain to return the next day, but I awoke the next morning reassured that not only was Jesus our Jehovah, the God who heals, but he also was our Jehovah, the God who provides. Slowly, through the next few months, my spiritual blinders fell loose. Not that I could physically see Jesus moving, but I knew from then on he was ever present and everything would be okay. More than 20 years have passed since that night, and my daughter never experienced another earache. There is no human explanation for how I left my daughter screaming in pain one minute, and without the aid of medicine, found her laughing, jumping, chattering, and pain-free moments later. Jesus is the only explanation. My husband found work months later through people only Jesus could have placed in our lives. And through God's grace and provision, we kept our home. Life moved forward, and when tough times hit again, whether we needed physical, emotional, or financial help, God reminded us of his faithfulness on that night long ago. Do miracles really happen? Yes. Miracles happen every day. Accept them and expect them.